Welcome everyone to Echo Podcast. I'm Sergio Morales and this is episode 1. In this episode, I will be talking about the problematics that avocado crops cause in Michoacan. Seeing from a sustainable development view, I will analyze the three areas: environmental, social, and economical. To start with this, let's see some history and data of avocados in Michoacan. Michoacan is a state in western Mexico. I live here. Is known for its rich agricultural heritage and is the largest producer of avocados in Mexico. Avocado cultivation has a long history in Michoacan, and the state's favorable climate and fertile volcanic soil make it an ideal region for avocado production. First, the historical background. Avocado cultivation in Michoacan dates back thousands of years, with evidence of avocado seeds found in archaeological sites in the region. The indigenous Purepecha people who inhabited the area before the arrival of the Spanish were known to cultivate avocados and considered them as staple food in their diet. After the Spanish conquest of Mexico in the 16th century, avocado cultivation continued and expanded under Spanish rule. Then, the rise of avocado production. The commercial avocado production in Michoacan began to gain momentum in the early 20th century. The town of Uruapan and Tantitero, located in Michoacan, is often considered the birthplace of commercial avocado production in Mexico. The Mexican government played a significant role in promoting avocado cultivation in the region, providing support and infrastructure for farmers. Michoacan is known for its diverse avocado varieties. The most popular variety grown in the region is the Hass avocado, which is renowned for its creamy texture and rich flavor. Other avocado varieties cultivated in Michoacan include Criollo, Fuerte, and the local variety as Negro or Pátzcuaro. Michoacan dominates avocado production in Mexico, accounting for a significant share of the country's total output. In recent years, Michoacan has consistently produced over 1.5 million metric tons of avocados annually, making it the largest avocado producing state in Mexico. Avocado production in Michoacan has steadily increased over the years due to rising global demand for avocados. So, what are the environmental problems of avocado plantations? Avocado plantations, like many other agricultural activities, are not exempt from causing environmental challenges and damages. First of all, deforestation. The avocado production often involves clearing land for planting new orchards. In some regions, particularly where forests and natural habitats exist, the expansion of avocado plantations leads to deforestation. This conservation of land results in the loss of biodiversity, disruption of ecosystems, and the release of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. Deforestation can be far-reaching impacts on local wildlife, including endangered species, and contribute to climate change. We have the water usage too. Avocado trees require substantial amounts of water for optimal growth. In regions with limited water resources, extensive irrigation for avocado plantations can strain local water supplies. This can lead to water scarcity, reduced availability for other users such as local communities and wildlife, and potential conflicts over water allocation. Excessive water extraction can also result in the depletion of aquifers and negatively impact water ecosystems. Pesticide use is another problem. Avocado trees are susceptible to pests and diseases, and farmers often use pesticides to control these threats. However, the excessive or improper use of pesticides can have negative effects on the environment. Pesticides can leach into the soil and contaminate water sources, leading to water pollution. They can also harm beneficial insects, including pollinators, and disrupt the balance of ecosystems. Additionally, pesticide exposure poses potential health risks for farm workers and nearby communities. Soil erosion. The establishment of avocado or orchards often involves land preparation, including clearing vegetation and modifying the topography. These activities increase the risk of soil erosion, particularly in hilly or sloping areas. Without adequate soil conservation measures such as terracing or contour plowing, rainfall can wash away the topsoil, leading to nutrient loss, reduced soil fertility, and sedimentation of water bodies. Soil erosion can have detrimental effects on agricultural productivity and impact nearby aquatic ecosystems. We also have the problem of chemical fertilizers. Avocado plantations may require the application of chemical fertilizers to support the tree growth and productivity. However, improper use of or overuse of fertilizers can result in nutrient runoff. When excess nutrients enter nearby water sources, such as rivers or lakes, it can lead to eutrophication. Eutrophication causes the excessive growth of algae, depletes oxygen levels in the water, and harms aquatic organisms. Furthermore, the production and use of synthetic fertilizers contribute to carbon emissions and other environmental issues associated with their manufacturing process. Finally, we have wildlife and habitat disruption. The conversion of natural habitats into avocado plantations disrupts wildlife populations or their habitats. Native vegetation is cleared, depriving animals of their food sources, shelter, and breeding grounds. This loss of habitat can negatively impact biodiversity and disrupt the ecological balance in the affected areas. Wildlife corridors can be disrupted, isolating populations and hindering their movement and genetic exchange. Avocado crops also causes social problems, and what are those? First, land disputes. The expansion of avocado plantations may lead to land disputes and conflicts between farmers, local communities, and indigenous groups. Traditional land rights and access to natural resources can be challenged as land is converted for commercial agricultural use. This can result in social tensions and legal conflicts over land ownership and use. Another problem is the labor conditions. The avocado industry relies on a significant amount of manual labor, including harvesting, pruning, and packing. However, there have been concerns about labor conditions, including low wages, long working hours, lack of social security, and inadequate health and safety measures. These issues can lead to exploitation, poor working conditions, and violations of labor rights. They also have an impact on local communities. The establishment of large-scale avocado plantations can have significant impacts on local communities. It can alter the social fabric and cultural practices of communities that have traditionally relied on agricultural or natural resource-based livelihoods. Additionally, the expansion of avocado cultivation may result in the displacement of communities, loss of access to land and resources, and changes in local economies and social dynamics. Finally, as I already said, water conflicts. As mentioned earlier, avocado production requires substantial amounts of water. In regions where water resources are limited, the extensive irrigation for avocado plantations can strain local water supplies. This can lead to conflicts between avocado growers, local communities, and other water users, such as narcos and small-scale farmers or indigenous communities, who rely on water for their own agricultural needs or domestic purposes. Finally, we have to talk about the economical problems of avocado plantations. First of all, the price volatility. Avocado prices can be highly volatile, influenced by factors such as supply and demand dynamics, weather conditions, and global market trends. Fluctuating prices can create uncertainty for farmers, making it challenging to plan and manage their operations effectively. Sudden price drops can impact profitability and income stability for growers. Also, the market dependency. Avocados producers often rely heavily on export markets, particularly to countries like the United States and Europe, where demand for avocados is high. Dependence on a limited number of export markets makes producers vulnerable to changes in trade policies, import regulations, and economic conditions in these countries. Disruption or shifts in demand from key markets can have significant economic consequences for avocado growers. The infrastructure and access to markets is another problem. The success of avocado producers is closely tied to their ability to access markets efficiently. Limited infrastructure, such as inadequate transportation networks or lack of proper storage and handling facilities, can hinder the timely and cost-effective transportation of avocados to market destination. This can result in increased post-harvest losses and decreased market competitiveness. The production costs is that avocado production requires investments in land, trees, irrigation system labor, fertilizers, pest control, and harvesting and packing infrastructure. The costs associated with establishing and maintaining avocado orchards can be substantial, especially for small-scale farmers. Rising production costs, including labor, input prices, and regulatory compliance, can impact the profitability of avocado plantations, particularly for those with limited resources. The sustainability and certification. Increasingly, consumers and importers are demanding sustainability producers of avocados, often requiring certification standards such as organic, fair trade, or environmentally friendly practices. Meeting these certification requirements may involve additional costs and investments in implementing sustainable farming practices, obtaining certifications, and undergoing audits and inspections. Failure to meet certification standards can limit to access to premium markets and reduce price premiums. Also, the income inequality. While the avocado industry can generate significant profits for large-scale producers and agribusiness companies, smaller farmers or those with limited resources may face challenges in accessing markets, securing fair prices, and benefiting equitably from avocado production. Income disparities can lead to economic inequalities within the industry and contribute to the social and rural-urban migration. So we saw that this is a very important problem in Chocan and we don't know how to solve it. Well, this is my solution to this issue. Addressing the economic problems associated with avocado plantation requires a comprehensive approach involving various stakeholders. Here are some solutions to consider. First, the market diversification. To reduce dependency on a limited number of export markets, avocado producers can explore new market opportunities. This includes targeting emerging markets, expanding regional markets, and diversifying product offerings. Developing domestic consumption of avocados can also provide a stable market base and reduce reliance on international markets. The value-added processing. Investing in value-added activities such as processing, packaging, and branding can help increase the profitability of avocado production. Processing avocados into products like guacamole, avocado oil, or frozen avocado chunks can create additional revenue streams and capture higher value in the market. Strengthening the infrastructure. Improving infrastructure and logistics is crucial for efficient and cost-effective transportation of avocados to markets. This includes investing in road networks, cold storage facilities, and packaging centers. Enhanced infrastructure can reduce post-harvest losses, improve product quality, and enable timed delivery to customers. The access to finance and support for small-scale farmers. This providing access to affordable credit and financial services can support small-scale farmers in avocado production. This includes microfinance programs, agricultural loans, and technical assistance to improve farming practices, productivity, and business management skills. Farmer cooperatives and associations can also play a vital role in agrarian, social, and accessing markets collectivity. We have to implement sustainable farming practices. Promoting sustainable farming practices can improve long-term profitability while minimizing environmental impact. This includes implementing agroforestry systems, organic farming methods, and efficient water management techniques. Adopting sustainable practices can enhance soil health, reduce input costs, and meet consumer demand for environmentally friendly products. Also, the sustainable land use and conservation. Encourage sustainable land use and practices by promoting agroforestry, which involves planting avocado trees alongside native vegetation to preserve biodiversity, restore ecosystems, and reduce deforestation. Implement land use planning that considers the protection of critical habitats, wildlife corridors, and water catchment areas. The community engagement and land rights also for the social problem. Ensure minimal participation and engagement of local communities, including indigenous groups, in decision-making processes related to land and use natural resource management. Respect and protect land rights, traditional knowledge, and cultural practices of local communities. Promote equitable land distribution and support initiatives that empower small-scale farmers and indigenous communities in avocado production. By implementing these solutions, the avocado industry can become more sustainable, resilient, and inclusive, benefiting both producers and consumers while minimizing environmental and social impacts. Collaboration among stakeholders, including governments, producers, consumers, and civil society organizations, is essential for implementing these strategies effectively. This is all for this episode. Thank you for listening to Echo Podcast. See you next time, where I'll be talking in episode 2 of the impact of fisheries and aquaculture in the seas. Thank you for everything.